Well, I'm sure a lot of your time recently too is figuring out when revenue share does come, how you're splitting up the money between sports, between athletes. I mean, it's essentially a pro model, right? You got salary cap, and you got to decide how much players should get paid. How much are you? I guess what's your strategy there, and then how are you planning on working with the football program? And hey, here's how much we have to allocate for the quarterback versus the running back. I mean, there's so many data analytics that go into this, right?
Well, again, we're fortunate at Wake Forest. One of our advantages is our scale. Right? We have 18 sports, 13 of which are. 13 head coaches, 13 programs, 18 sports, because 6 of our sports are men's and women's, indoor, outdoor, cross country, track and field, right? So that's 6. So that John Hayes is a coach of the year again this year. We won the ACC cross country championship. We can win the national championship in men's cross country here. So that's one of our 13 units. And so unlike some of my colleagues who have, 25 head coaches that they got to work through this with. We got 13, and we can consolidate resources and be transparent with all of our people about, hey, this is a big deal, and it's going to affect everybody, and we've all got to give a little bit, but we can all gain too here, unlike some places where, it's going to be really hard to avoid the scalpel somewhere else. At the same time, this is part of when we're talking to contributors and investors, there's a new $20 million a year expense if you want to be in this club and win, okay? And have a chance to win, right? If you want to be in this club of higher education in big-time college athletics, if you want to be in the club, but that's really about, it's not just about your sport, it's about your university. If you want to be in that university brand club, it costs $20 million a year more next year than it did this year. So if you have a new expense at home or in your business, what do you do first? You look at what you're currently spending dollars on, right? And you figure out, hey, maybe I don't need to spend so much on that, right? And then you got to go generate some more revenue over here as well. So certainly football and our football program at Wake Forest, as I've said, has been successful, is from a rev share standpoint, is and from a generation of revenue standpoint, is going to be, really important. But we also have sports like women's golf, won the 2023 national championship, won the ACC championship again last year. Women's soccer finished second in the country this year. Men's soccer, I've mentioned, won the ACC championship. So men's tennis is currently ranked number 1 in the country, won the ITA Indoor National Championship this year. Women's tennis is in the NCAA every year. So we're pretty good at most everything. And so figuring out how we can, make everybody's world a little bit better. We're fortunate here that we have a kind of a sports-specific fundraising model. So we have coaches that have become pretty good at generating dollar investments into their program because, someone that really loves women's soccer, let's let them invest in women's soccer. They don't want to give to football. Let them invest in women's soccer, and guess what? The closer they are to it, the more they give.
No doubt.